Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And this is Dr. Shokatari from the Department of Computer Science, University of Peshawar. From today on, I'm going to start a learning tutorial series about OBS Studio software to help my friends to understand the OBS Studio software. And the learning series is very important because I do suppose that it is not possible that I should fully explain and I should fully elaborate all of the vibrant features of OBS Studio. So that's why I have started a series. In each series, I will explain a single feature, and that would be also very helpful for my friends to understand it and to learn it. Okay, so we were talking about the OBS Studio software. So the OBS Studio software is the free open source software. And by free open source software, we mean that you can download it in free, you can install it in free, you are not needed of any licensing, and you are not needed of any payment. So this is absolutely free. It is basically a video recording and screen recording software that has very vibrant features, vibrant application, including the recording of tutorial and learning videos, mostly by the YouTube professionals. So it has very different application, and we are also going to learn it for the same purpose. And we are actually aimed at how do we can use this software to solve our problem at our head, to solve our online lectures, and then distribute them to the students subsequently. Okay, the OBS software is basically a free open source software, and you can easily download it from this website. That is the obsproject.com/download. Once you write this URL in your browser, this page will get appear, and this is the OBS download web page. And OBS Studio has a installer for the different operating system, including Windows, Mac, and Ubuntu, and you can install it according to your need, whatever that is. As I'm using Windows on my computer, so I have selected, and by default it is selected the Windows installer. And if you scroll down over here, you will see the download installer link, and you can install it for different platforms. That could be for the 32-bit operating system. This is for the 64-bit operating system. You can download it to a torrent. You can download the zip, and afterward you can directly run it, and you can view it on the GitHub. It has different features. So let's download it onto my computer, and that is what I will by using this download installer. And this will download 64-bit installer on my computer, and that is of approximately 71 MB. So once it is installed, it will be installed in the download folder of your computer, something like over here in my computer. It is being downloaded. Okay, once it is being downloaded, you just double click on it, and the installation wizard will start. It is happening with most of the Windows-based software. You just click, and it will be installed quite easily. So there is no technicality involved. There is no need of help. It is just like it is very easy to install, just like 1, 2, 3. Okay, once it has been installed, now you can directly run it on your computer. Is that I write it in my search bar OBS, and it has been appeared over here, and it is saying me that OBS Studio 64-bit has been installed. 64-bit, why? Because I had installed the 64-bit installer, because my operating system is a 64-bit. If you are running with 32-bit Windows operating system, so you can install the 32-bit installer, and you can install it in the same way. Accordingly, there is no difference. Okay, now if I double click on it, the software will get run, and something like this will get appear on my screen. This is the main user interface of the OBS Studio. So I will first suggest and recommend that in today's demonstration, we will just talk about the interface only, because interface provides us different features, and we are needed to learn each and every feature, and we should be aware of it. And if you are completely aware of it, that where is the particular feature, then we can exploit that feature effectively. So in the interface, this top line, this is called the menu bar, and this will be quite similar to you because you people might have experienced that in the MS Word, MS Excel, and other Windows-based operating system. If you just click on it, a drop-down menu will appear, and each drop-down menu has certain commands. Okay, so it also has certain commands, and each of these commands we will cover in the subsequent demonstration. Right below the menu bar, this is called the canvas. Okay, initially this canvas will be empty. By empty means that now you are watching something over here, but initially this will be black, empty, and now this is appearing because I have selected sources in this sources panel. So whatever, this is basically called the canvas, and the canvas will basically shows you that what kind of sources you have selected in the sources panel. And by selecting the sources panel, we are actually intent that what we actually want to capture. We either want to capture the desktop, we either want to capture the webcam, we either want to capture a particular window that is open in your desktop, or we just want to display and capture a particular image that is loaded. That depends upon your requirement, and this is called environment actually, because before recording any video that could be for the online lecture or any purpose, first we have to set up our environment. And whatever you set your environment, whatever sources you put in your environment, each and everything will be basically displayed in this canvas area first. Okay, now right below the canvas area, we have the different panels, and that starts with the scene panel, sources panel, audio mixer panel, scene transition panel, and controls panel. So we have initially for the beginner, it's very important that we should understand these panels. That what are these panels, and how and what we can do with these panels. Okay, initially there would be one scene in the scene panel by default. Okay, but you can add as many scenes as you want, and the scenes are very important. Okay, in real world capturing, we can use different scenes, and in scene we have to arrange different sources, which I will talk about later. And each scene has different sources. For example, one scene has my webcam of my desktop. Another scene has another external cam. Another scene has another external cam. And during recording, I can switch towards this scene. And once I select a particular scene, that particular items in that particular scene will get activated, and the recording will start. And the recording will start accordingly. Okay, so by default there is only one scene, although we can add as many scenes as we want, but initially, as we are the beginners, we will stuck with the single scene, and when we will develop our expertise, then we would be able to add more scenes and use them effectively. The next is the sources panel. The sources panel is basically the different resources that you can use for your recording purpose, or let me put this another way, that it shows the different resources that are available that would help you to record your lecture, or make your recording easily. And as I told you, that sources are related with scenes, or let me put this another way, that scenes has resources. A scene could have different resources. So again, initially when you run this software, initially this panel will be empty. Now you are watching this two items in it. That's why, because I have already added these two items in this scene, because I'm recording, and without these two items this recording would not be possible. That one is the display capture. As I select over here, it has got the red border now, and this display capture is basically used. We can use it for the purpose that we want to record each and every of our movement on our screen. Either that is Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, or that is something if I'm working in Paint, or if there is a scripture I'm going to explain from the MS Word. So whatever that will be happening on your screen, and if this is on, so that will be basically recorded. You can add items into it. For example, as you can see that my cam is not on so far. Okay, you are not watching my picture. So let me put my cam into it, that I want my cam should also be recorded in my video. So what I have to do, I have to come to into this add tab, and I just click it, and this menu will get appear. Each and every of them is basically a resource. Okay, this is the display capture resource which I have already added into my sources. But now I want to add my webcam into my this video, so I will just click on it. Okay, I just click on it, and this dialog box will appear. Now you can give it any name, because there could be many cams attached to your computer. There could be your webcam, there could be external cam, whatever that is. So if you want to give a particular name into it, you can write over here. Okay, and I'm not going to give it any name. I'm going with the default, and I'm just going to click the OK. I just click the OK, and this is what my cam appears. Okay, these are the different configuration steps of the cam. Okay, so don't put your head into it now. Okay, this is what we will discuss later on. So at the moment you just click OK. Okay, when I click OK, my cam got appear over here, and you can resize it, you can squeeze it into any level, and you can dock it anywhere on your screen. And once you dock it on your screen, that will be recorded in your movie later on at the same location. Okay, so in this way we can add different items into it, different sources into it, according to your need. And each of these sources is basically related to the scene. And we can have another scene that has another set of resources. We can have another scene that has another set of sources, and so on. Okay, now let's come towards the audio mixer. The audio mixer, when you will first open it, you will have this audio mixer by default on in your computer. Okay, this is the desktop audio mixer. This is the mic of your desktop, and similarly this is the video capture device, that is something, the audio that is connected to your webcam if there is any, and so on. And again, you can also add some external video audio sources. For example, let's come again to this source section. Here I have added the audio input capture, and this audio input capture is basically I have added because I want my recording to be recorded from my headphones. Here I have using headphones, and this is what I have added, this headphone over here. And now this is, you are saying that the bar is going up and down. Why? Because each and every sound that this is because of this resource. Okay, if I remove this resource, then my headphone will not work. So here by default, the audio sources of your computer will be added in your mixer, but you can also add some extra from the sources as well. And this is the scene transition. Scene transition means that if you are closing a window, so how do that will appear. So don't change it, and let's go with the default. Now let's come towards the control section. In the control section we have different buttons, that is streaming, that is recording, and studio mode, settings, and exit. So let me tell you one thing more at this point, that as far as OBS is concerned, so it is not only recording software, it is a streaming software as well. Means that if you want to stream your lecture online with your students, so you can also do that in the OBS in addition to the recording. So as far as now I'm recording, so that's why I have clicked this button. Initially this would be start recording, but once you start recording, it will be automatically turned into stop recording, and now it is recording. Okay, coincided to this button, you will see the pause button. Okay, this is the pause button. Okay, you can pause your recording anytime you want, for any length of time. There is not any problem. Okay, so you can so as long as this button is on, whatever that is you have set in your environment, that will be get recorded. Okay, let me give you a flavor that actually I'm doing something work in Python nowadays. So this is my Python screen. Okay, this is my Python. I'm working on machine learning in Python. So this is the code I have created in for machine learning in Python. Okay, so now if I'm doing anything, that will be get recorded in the video because I have selected the desktop source. Okay, now I have closed it, and if now I click this button, so the video recording will be get stopped and the video clip will be created. Okay, that's what you can use it by yourself for further understanding, or for if you want your lecture to be distributed to the students, you can distribute it. So this was just an introductory session, the introductory demonstration about OBS Studio. And as I told you in the beginning, there are very vibrant features, there are very vibrant functionalities in this software. But there is a limitation in it as well, because that here you can record your video, but there is no video editing option available. And that's what I have planned. That first I will cover OBS, and then I will go to another open source software for the video editing. I will also show you that how do you can edit a video once that has been recorded. Okay, so don't get confused, don't get be stressed, don't get reluctant. Just get your fingers dirty, and once you get your fingers dirty, you will learn a lot about it. Okay, and again, if you are feeling any problem, if you are not understanding any point, you can write me anytime. Okay, I will be available to you. And in the subsequent demonstration, I will create small videos, one video per command. Let me put in this way: one video per feature. Okay, so that will be quite easy to understand, because it's not possible that I should cover each and everything in this in a single video. So keep stuck and keep your fingers dirty. Dirty. Thank you very much.